Hello everyone, I am Teacher Sagrarium. I know that some of you know me. I know that some of you may recognize me. If you don't know me, well, I'm Teacher Sagrarium. Nice to meet you. And today I'm going to be your teacher. And well, let's start. I'm going to start this class by sharing my screen with you. Okay? You can see the topic of today. And let's start. Okay? So, the topic of today will be was and where. Okay. Let me move this. Great. Thank you. Was and where. Was and where are both past tenses of the verb to be, okay? Now, let's see the verb. Here, we are here right now, okay? We're here at the present. This is the future, and this is the past. So we use was and where for past tenses, past things that already happened. Okay? That's why this cross is here, because we are not talking about present or future. We are talking about past. Now, this is a language key. When you want to ask about one thing, you ask, was there a, I don't know, company? And when you want to ask about more than one thing, two or more things, you ask, were there, okay? And now we're going to see some examples. Were there horses in the field? Remember, we're talking about past. And if you can see, there are two horses in this image. Okay, that's why we're using where, because where is used for two or more things or people, okay, or places as well. Now, let's see another example. Was there a bicycle? Now, if you can see, there's only one bicycle here. That's why we're using was. And if you can see, both are questions. We are asking, right? Now, let's continue. If the answer is yes, you answer, yes, there was, or yes, there was a bicycle. Now, if I ask you, was there a bicycle? You can tell me, yes, there was, or yes, there was a bicycle. Or if the answer is yes, we're talking about two or more things, the answer will be yes, there were. For example, were there horses in the field? Yes, there were. Or yes, there were horses. Okay? If the answer is no, you answer no, there wasn't. For example, if I ask you, was there a bicycle? And the answer is no, you're going to tell me, no, there wasn't. Oh no, there wasn't a bicycle. Now, the other example, or no, there weren't. Now, if I ask you, were there horses in the field? And the answer is no, you're going to tell me, no, there weren't. Okay? Here we have another example. Was there a dog in the house? No, there wasn't. There was a cat. Remember, we're talking about past, and we are using was because we are talking about one, we're asking for one dog, okay? A dog, just one dog, not dogs, okay? Now, I'm going to please ask you to open your book at page 172 because we're going to work with this page. Okay, so please pause this video and go and get your book, your English book. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to read the instructions for the first section of page 172. Okay, it says, listen to the track. Circle the things that they say there were in the town. And cross out the things that they say there weren't. Okay? And this is the audio. I'm going to play the audio. Okay? Remember, circle the things that they say there were in the town. And we're going to cross out the things that they say they were not. Okay? That they weren't. Now, let's listen to the audio.
Pet stores in the town you visited?
Yes, there were. Was there a tree house in your garden when you were a kid?
No, there wasn't. A shoe store on the corner?
Yes, there was. Were there people at the museum?
There weren't. Was there a restaurant here?
Yes, there was. Police officer at the scene of the time of the accident?
There wasn't. Clowns in the parade?
Yes, there were.
Okay, so I'm going to play it one more time, okay? Just for you to check your answers. Remember that you can find this audio in bibliotecas de la clase. Okay? Sorry, in bibliotecas de la clase, in biblioteca general.
Pet stores in the town you visited?
Yes, there were. Was there a tree house in your garden when you were a kid?
No, there wasn't. A shoe store on the corner?
Yes, there was. Were there people at the museum?
There weren't. Was there a restaurant here?
Yes, there was. Police officer at the scene of the time of the accident?
There wasn't. Clowns in the parade?
Yes, there were.
Okay. So that's the audio for the first one. I hope that you completed. Okay. And I'm going to read the keywords. Okay. Wait. The keywords for this page are circus, there was, and there were. Okay, remember, we have been practicing there was and there were. Okay, now we're going to move to section number 2. And I'm going to read the instructions, okay? Look at the pictures of the area in the past and underline the correct answers. Okay, now we have these 4 pictures. A bank, a flower shop, a drugstore, and a subway. Okay? Now, I'm going to read the first one. And remember, you're going to underline the correct answer. Number 1. Was there a drugstore around here? Yes, there was. No, there wasn't. Now, look at the pictures and answer the first one. Okay, remember, drugstore. Okay? Now, we're going to read the second one. Were there restaurants on that street? No, there weren't. Yes, there were. Now, remember, look at the pictures. And underline the correct answer. Now, I'm going to read number 3. Was there a flower shop near here? Yes, there was. No, there wasn't. Now, a flower shop. Was there a flower shop? Look at the pictures. Now, number 4. Were there banks in this area? No, there weren't. Yes, there were. Now, look at the pictures and underline the correct answer. Okay, and finally, number 5. Was there a subway there? No, there wasn't. Yes, there was. Look at the pictures. Was there a subway there? Underline the correct answer. Okay, now we're going to complete this part as well, okay? It says, describe your perfect day. Here, you're going to try to describe how your perfect day will be, okay? I don't know, you can write a day at the park, I don't know, spending time with my family, I don't know. Whatever you want to write, you have to write it here. But you need to describe your perfect day, remember. And if it's a little bit complicated for you, well, you can draw it. But try, always try to write, okay? Now, we're going to move to page 173, okay? Now, next page. And I'm going to read the instructions for section number 4, okay? It says, remember, page 173. Read the paragraph about a bike parade. Imagine you are telling a friend about this year's parade. Underline the correct answer to tell them how it was. Okay? So here we're going to underline the correct answer for this section. Here we have number 1, number 2, and number 3. But first, we need to read this. So I'm going to help you to read, but you have to read with me, okay? Let's start. There is a bike parade that takes place in our town every year. I like it because I ride a bike myself. It has many interesting bike riders. Remember, a bike rider is a person that rides bike, okay? And there are people dressed as superheroes. There is a man who always wears a colorful bow tie and many more funny people. The most important thing, there are many bikes. This year's parade was amazing. I cannot wait for next year's parade. Okay? So I'm going to read it one more time and you can read it with me. Now, but this time we're going to read it a little bit quickly. Okay? There is a bike parade that takes place in our town every year. I like it because I ride a bike myself. It has many interesting bike riders. There are people dressed as superheroes. There is a man who always wears a colorful bow tie and many more funny people. The most important thing, there are many bikes. This year's parade was amazing. I cannot wait for next year's parade. Okay? Now, I'm going to read number 1. Okay? There was where people dressed as superheroes. Okay, now remember or look at the paragraph, okay? There was or were people dressed as superheroes. We're talking about people, and remember, was just one. Where 2 or more. Okay, underline the correct option. Now, we're going to move to number 2. There was where a man wearing a bow tie. Okay, remember man was where 2 or more. So if we're talking about a man, just one, what would it be? Was or where? Underline the correct option. Finally, we're going to read number 3. There was where many bikes, many bikes. So as I explained, was where. So many bikes will be underline the correct option. Okay. Now we're going to move to the next and final section. Section number 5. I'm going to read the instructions for this section. Use there was, there were, was there, and were there to complete the sentences. Then practice saying the sentence with a classmate. Obviously, well, we are not in class and we cannot practice with a classmate, but you can practice with a member of your family. So you can ask your mom, your dad, a sister, a brother, I don't know, your grandma, your grandpa. It depends on you. But you can practice this with a member of your family. Okay, but first of all, we need to complete this. So I'm going to help you read, and you're going to choose the correct option. Remember, we have there was, there were, was there, and were there. Okay, sorry. Okay, remember, was there and were there is used for questions, and there was and there were for sentence, for statements. Now, I'm going to read the first one. A huge fountain in the square. It is a question because it has a question mark. So, I told you there was there, and were there. We use them for questions. So, if we're talking about just one huge fountain, just one, it will be was or where? Where do you think? So you're going to choose from these 2 options and write them here, okay, in this space. Now, we're going to move to the next one. People cheering on the sidewalks. Okay, this is a statement. So it is not a question. So we are not going to use these 2. we have to choose there was or there were. And we're talking about people. So what would it be? There was or there were? Choose the correct option and write it here. Now, the next one. Bike riders wearing costumes. It is a question because it has a question mark. So we use was there or were there with questions. So if we're talking about bike riders, which option do we need to choose? Was there or were there? Remember, was, were. So write the correct option here. Okay, now we're going to move to the next one. A festival after the tour. Okay, so it is not a question. So we're going to use there was or there were. We are talking about a festival, just one. So what would it be? There was or there were? Write it. Write your correct. Write the one that you think that it's the correct option. Now, the next one. Police patrols for safety. Okay, police patrols, plural, patrols. It is not a question, so we're going to use there was or there were. So, what do you think? There was police patrols for safety or there were police patrols for safety? Write the correct option. Finally, a skeleton. We're using an exclamation mark. It is not a question. We're not going to use these two because it is not a question. We need to choose from these two. There was or there were. And remember, a skeleton, just one. So, which one do you think it will be? There was a skeleton or there were a skeleton? Okay? Right, write the correct option. Okay, guys, that is all for today. I hope that you enjoyed this class. I hope that you had fun. I want to tell you to please and keep safe, stay home and wash your hands. Obviously, I hope to see you very, very soon because I really miss you. So please take care and see you, I don't know, next class. Bye-bye.